Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, friends and families. Welcome once again to the Abundant Way Ministries Tuesday evening empowerment series.
Mm-hmm. Good evening.
Good evening.
I'm doing administrative stuff.
You are doing administrative stuff.
Yeah.
Hooking up Facebook and YouTube and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, it is the end of the year. I can't believe it.
It's the end of the year.
I mean, it is December 16th. We are already past halfway through the year. And we are on our victory lap.
Yep.
This is our victory lap. This is not only for us, but this is for everybody out there, especially for those of you who have been sticking with us, chiming in, joining in online, contributing, commenting. Thank you guys for hanging with us for the year of 2025. We have great expectations for 2026. We are going to be stepping into a new season. And that's what we're going to be talking about this evening, stepping into a new season. Man, I'm excited. I am excited.
Exciting times.
It's exciting times. And again, as we mentioned last week, and this is probably for everyone, including us. You may not have hit all of your goals, your hopes, your dreams, your ambitions in 2025. But if you at least tried, if you pursued, if you strive, then you know what? You're doing good.
Yep.
You're doing good.
Yep.
That's all it takes is a try. And our prayer and our hope for everyone is that you reach that place of abundance, and don't beat yourself up if you don't reach your abundant place by a certain time. Some people think, 2025 is almost over. It's December the 16th, and I'm not where I want to be. I'm not where I think I should be at this stage and age in my life. That's okay, as long as you are making progress. Do not define yourself by a date. Keep pushing, keep striving, keep moving ahead, keep making progress. Oh, don't get me started. Don't get me started, Melly Boo.
Okay.
Nah.
No, get started.
Get started,
because you have to, you got to keep motivating yourself. We fall off the wagon, especially, and I can attest to that, especially with my exercising and things of that nature. We fall off the wagon, but we
fall down, but we get up. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I had to throw that in.
That's what I was going to say.
Oh, okay. Right on time.
Go ahead. But
we fall off the wagon.
But as long as you get back on it, as long as you get back up and keep moving, and if you have to start over again, so be it. You have to start over again. But don't discourage yourself because you did stop or you did fall off or something happened that you had to deter from what you were working on. Don't let that hinder you from stop you from keep going.
Keep going. Yeah. That's one thing that my father told me years ago. When you fall off a horse, the best thing to do is to get back on that horse. Get up and get back on that horse. Because if you don't, you'll be afraid of that thing for the rest of your life. I remember when I was young, I wanted a dirt bike. And one of my friends on the street, he got a dirt bike. And we were so excited, and he was giving all the kids rides on his new dirt bike. And why, when he gave me a ride, he hit a bump, popped the wheelie. I fell off the dirt bike, face first on the concrete, knocked my 2 front teeth out, probably got a concussion before there was a concussion protocol. Because I remember the doctor said, whatever you do, don't let him go to sleep. Mm-hmm. Not only that, the kid came to check on me and he accidentally ran into our AC unit and knocked it off the platform. All kind of stuff went wrong. Mm-hmm. I didn't even have a dirt bike yet. But you know what? You know what my father did?
Got your dirt bike.
After that, he got me the dirt bike. Mm-hmm. Because I think his philosophy was, if he doesn't do it now, then I would be afraid of that thing for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, I'm riding dirt bikes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that's how life is. You know, the things that knock us down, no matter how bad it seems. I knocked my 2 front teeth out. I'm sure I'm not, I hit my head. The AC got messed up. No matter how bad things seem, the best thing to do is to get back up, brush yourself off, and ride that horse again. Because when we talk about the abundant way, there is no room for fear. Mm. People want to live in abundance. Mm-hmm. But you can't live in abundance and hold on to fear at the same time. Yeah. Mm-hmm. There's a cost to living the abundant way. And I think that's the one thing that we haven't really talked about or expressed clearly, since we started this ministry. It's good and exciting to talk about, we're going to live the abundant way, the abundant way, because we hear that word abundance. Right. But even the Bible says there is a cost to discipleship. Mm-hmm. Jesus said, count up the cost. And we, me being an economic empowerment person, I love to talk about the example that he used when he said, who would set out to build a building without first sitting down to count up the cost? Mm-hmm. That was a metaphor for him. What he was really saying to his disciples and those who were contemplating following him is, before you follow me, you better count up the cost. There's a cost to following Christ. Mm-hmm. The same is true with abundance, because he's the same person that said, the enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy, but I came that you might have what? Life, and have it more abundantly. Mm-hmm. But there's a cost. Yeah. And the cost is that you have to be willing to keep moving forward in the face of fear. Mm-hmm. Whatever it is that is scaring you to death about this next season in your life, you're going to have to push those feelings of fear aside, get back up, brush yourself off, and ride that horse into your new destiny. My goodness.
Yeah.
Listen, we've got some exciting things planned for 2026. We're going to change up the way we even do this broadcast, right? There's a more abundant way to approach everything that we're doing. Do we know how to do it all? No, not yet. Mm-mm. Are we going to approach it with fear? Mm-mm. No. We're going to approach it with excitement, enthusiasm, curiosity, and we're going to keep moving forward.
We're going to keep moving forward.
Because at the end of that journey is abundance.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so here's the thing. We don't. That's what we're talking about today. Stepping into your new season. Everybody who's watching the recording, even if you're online, is this the comments?
Yes.
You already have comments?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Every one of you have a new season in store. 2025 is almost done. Even if your 2025 was spectacular, I'm challenging you. I'm challenging you to step into your new season.
Right.
So, Malibu, when we came into 2025, you prophetically stated that this was the year of preparation. And that was absolutely true. A lot of things that we've done with this ministry and for me personally on the business side, you can't see the fruits of it yet. Right. It was me learning something, figuring some things out, perfecting the business plan, getting accounts in order. Oh, we did a lot of that.
We did a lot of
getting the 501c3 set up. A lot of stuff that you all cannot see being done behind the scenes, administratively, mentally, discipline-wise, stewardship-wise, learning how to manage stuff, the stuff that nobody sees. That's what was going on in 2025.
Yeah.
2026, here's my prophetic word. 2025 was the year of preparation. 2026 is the year of execution. It's time to execute. So for those of you, even if you feel like 2025 was a great year for you, I'm challenging you that 2026 is going to be a year of exceptional execution. You're going to take whatever it is you've been doing to a whole nother level. And for those of you who have been sitting on the fence, you're going to get off the fence in 2026.
Yep. I'm ready.
You ready? You ready? You ready?
I'm so ready. So ready. Yes. I already know. I already feel it down in my shondo.
Feel it in your shondo.
That 2026, I mean, God's about to just go bananas. Go bananas. Y'all better, I'm telling you, you better get ready. You better get ready.
Here's what I want to add to that, because we always say what God is going to do. Do you realize that this is a partnership? This is a partnership between you and God. God has a role to play, but so do you.
Exactly.
Here's the thing that we do know. He can do his part. And he's not afraid. The question is, can you do your part, and are you afraid? So here's what we're challenging you to move from one season to the next season in your life. Every season has its purpose. I don't know what 2025 meant for you, but here's what I do know. It wasn't meant forever. Wasn't meant to last forever. 2026 is here.
It is here.
It's here. On December the 16th, Tuesday, December the 16th at 7:44, you might as well say 2026 is here.
Yeah.
I think, this is my last week of work. This is my last week at work. And after that, I don't go back until January 5th. Which means, as far as work is concerned, 2026 is already here. All right. Here's what we want. Here's one thing we want to address, because we're sensitive to where everyone is. We teach and we preach abundant. We preach empowerment. But still, many of us have been or are still living in survival mode. We recognize that. We understand that. We get it. We're not discounting your personal situation, right? And your survival season, as I mentioned before, has a purpose. Every season has a purpose. But what we're saying is that your survival season was not meant to last always. Right? We're trying to get you, us, and everybody we can from survival to abundance.
Yeah.
But it's going to take some work. Like you said, God has some things in store for you, but we have a role to play too.
Right. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you gotta, you said even if you scared, or no, you said you can be scared of what's to come or what you're supposed to, your role you play in. But even if you're scared, you do it.
Right.
Listen, I don't like roller coasters. The big ones. I don't like roller coasters.
I can't tell.
What?
You always get me on the roller coaster.
No, I don't. I don't get on those big, especially the ones that's got the big drop. But there has been times where I've actually gotten on rides that I thought were like really, scary or whatever. But I've gotten on rides scared. And when I got off, I was like, "Oh, let's do that again." Right?
It's exciting. Yeah.
It's exciting. So even though, I've gotten on rides and I've rode the thing with my eyes closed because I'm like, I don't want to see what's coming. But I did it scared, but I did it. Right? So if you're scared, even if you're scared, if you're worried, if you're like, I don't know if I can do this, I don't know, what this means, what's going to happen. God honors obedience. You got to do that thing scared.
Yeah. The funny thing about roller coasters, I don't really like them myself. And so the only thing that really gets me onto roller coasters is peer pressure. So everybody else in my group is getting on the roller coaster. I don't want to be the only one looking like I'm scared to get on the roller coaster.
Yeah.
But here's how I learned how to manage my fear on the ride. I learned how to lean into it.
Lean into it.
I learned that no matter how big the hill is, no matter how steep the drop is, if I, in my mind, if I set my mind to, I want to go faster than the roller coaster is going, all of a sudden that fear goes away and the energy of push takes over. The adrenaline. So I'm like, okay, here we go. We're going up the hill, up the hill, up the hill. Now we're getting ready to go down. The more you resist, the more fearful it becomes. But if I say lean into it, go faster, all of a sudden can this ride give me more excitement than it's giving me already? When we go into the turn, I lean into the turn. I lean into that other turn. Like, is that all you got? And so this is how we have to approach life in those fearful situations. You got to be able to step up to life and say, is that all you got? Because I can give more than what you're giving me. You feel what I'm saying? Remember that ride we went on at Universal Studios?
With the motorcycle?
With the motorcycle.
Harry Potter?
Yeah. So there's a Harry Potter.
Yeah, and I got on that scared.
Yeah, I got on it. I got on it a little scared, but the reason I wasn't as scared because it was the ride that we were on was shaped like a motorcycle.
Yeah. And
remember, one of the things that happened in my life was I couldn't be scared to get on motorcycles because of that incident I described earlier. Never scared to get on a motorcycle. I won't buy one.
No.
Not at this age. But when we got on that ride, I'm feeling like, okay, I'm familiar with this. It's going to be a fun experience because I had been riding motorcycles since I was a kid. And so every time we went into a curve, I would lean into that curve as if I want to go into that curve even faster than the ride is taking us. Shame on Universal Studios. But This particular ride has some surprises that we were not expecting.
Yeah.
We went up a hill thinking we're going to go up, go up a hill and go back down. And all of a sudden we get to the top of the hill and there's no more tracks there. They're gone. There's no way to go down. And all of a sudden we stop. And the ride just started going backwards. Now we're going backwards to this roller coaster.
Yeah.
That was unexpected.
Yeah.
Then we went all the way back and then stopped. And all of a sudden the floor dropped out. In dark, and the floor dropped out from up beneath us and we dropped.
Yep.
I was like, oh my God. Okay.
Yeah.
And I say all that to say this. Yeah. There's some things in life that you should go for even if you're afraid. And when you're afraid, lean into it. You know what I'm saying? Approach life with a sense of excitement and confidence that God got you. There's a sense of confidence, for me, that I assume that this ride, and this is another mental trick that I play with myself, this ride has been going all day for several days, months, years, ain't nothing happened. So chances are ain't nothing gonna happen bad while I'm on this ride today. I just want to all right, life.
Yeah.
Life, same way. Life has been going on for ages and ages. People have been going through stuff and people that have been surviving. If they can do it, I can get through it too. All right. So that's one. And as I'm going through those situations, lean into it.
Yeah.
Don't take the bull by the horns. Don't resist it. Take the bull by the horns. But there are some times where the unexpected will happen. You'll be going up and all of a sudden you find yourself going back.
Yep.
You'll be standing still and all of a sudden you'll find the floor just drop beneath you. Right? But guess what? Every time something crazy like that happened, yep, we were a little afraid at the moment, but we also laughed.
Yeah. We laughed.
We laughed because that's how life is. The surprises bring excitement.
Yeah.
If you let every unexpected thing turn your world upside down and stress you out, you won't make it. But if you take those unexpected things and realize that that's the excitement that life brings. It's the unexpected excitement that life brings. You realize that the God that you serve never meant for your life to be boring and mundane. He never meant it. On your road to abundance, as you're traveling this abundant way, believe me, there's going to be some excitement. Right? It's not going to be like getting up and going to church every Sunday the same way, and you see the same person on your way to church, the same dogs on your way to church, and nothing is ever different. No, as you're traveling on the path towards the abundant life, on that abundant way, there's going to be excitement. All right? So here's the thing. This next season in your life, prepare yourself for excitement, not fear, right? But prepare yourself for the excitement that God has in store for you. Do not take every change, everything that's uncomfortable, everything that's out of the ordinary as a bad thing. It is the surprises, the surprising excitement that's going to make this thing enjoyable for you. All right? So watch this. I'm speaking to those people who are stuck in the season of survival, right? What we just talked about is really for you, because people who are stuck in that survival season are most often stuck because they fear moving out of the place of familiarity. Right? People who always complaining about the same thing every year, year after year after year, you see them complaining about the same thing and them never doing anything different. Mm-hmm. They're stuck in survival mode because it's what they're familiar with. Mm-hmm.
Comfortable.
It's their, yep. Mm-hmm. It's their comfortable place. Yep. Well, it may not even be comfortable, because most people who are living in survival mode, it's uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. But they're just familiar with it. Mm-hmm. What's really uncomfortable is to not be in that survival state. And here's the thing: if you're gonna roll with us in 2026, you got to get uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. You got to get out of that familiar place, right? Because we're all trying to go to this abundant place, and we want to go together, mm-hmm. right? And it's going to require intentional moves. Like, you're going to have to be intentional about leaving your old home. What I mean by your old home, I'm talking about your physical house. Mm-mm. Although for some of us that may be a reality. Yep. But I'm talking about the home that you built called poverty, the home that you built called struggle, the home that you built called survival, mm-hmm. right? I'm challenging you to change your address in 2026. You got to be intentional, meaning that you're going to have to take some actions, right? Mm-hmm. Faith by itself will not work, right? Faith without works is dead, mm-hmm. right? Faith without works will keep you in prayer mode. And while as good as prayer is, prayer by itself is not enough. Mm-hmm. So everybody who's rolling with the Abundant Way Ministries in 2026, we need prayer, faith, and action. Come on. Mm-hmm. Lights, camera, and action. Mm-hmm. All right. What
else? Let's see. So all of this survival mode and where you are, and if you're feeling stuck and fearful, it all starts in your mind. Your mind puts you in those situations, mm-hmm. in those areas. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. You know, your mind does it because you're telling yourself, right, I can't go beyond it. Uh-huh. Or survival, this is the way I have to live. This right. is the only way it can be. Uh-huh. So you have to change, you have to shift your mind from survival mm-hmm. to abundance. Right. An abundant mindset. Mm-hmm. And so how do you do that? Mm-hmm. Right? So it says survival as, how do I make it through? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But when you have an abundance mindset, it says, how do I build, steward, and multiply? Okay. So you're already reversing the thought process from negativity to positivity. Uh-huh. 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 Even if you don't have the answer yet, but you're like, well, how do I do it? Right. How do I get from here to there? Right. How do I stop surviving and start living? What do I need to do to live abundantly? Right. So it all starts in the mind. Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. Our thoughts hinder us. It keeps us in bondage. Right. Especially if they're negative. Right. Especially if you're constantly thinking on why, woe is me. Right. You got to shift that. Right. And the only way God can work is if you got to change your mindset. Because the minute you change your mindset, God's like, okay, what do we need to do? Right. What He's waiting on you to change your mind. Right. I like what you said. Survival asks, how do I make it through? How do I just make it? Mm-hmm. When the abundance mindset asks, how do I build? Mm-hmm. How do we manage what we're building? Mm-hmm. And how do we multiply what we're building? That is so crazy. Survival, folks, be honest. If this is you, if your mindset is
simply, how do I make it?
Yeah.
Then you know you are living in a survival mindset.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Right? And we're here to help. We're here to help. We want to help change that mindset from how do I make it to how do I build?
Mm-hmm.
How do I grow?
Mm-hmm.
How do I multiply?
Yeah.
How do I prosper? Right? Making it 2026, making it is not enough. We want you to think way beyond just surviving.
Oh, yeah.
Just being able to make it.
Mm-hmm.
Just being able to get by. Just being able to get just enough.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason is, and watch this, we're not talking about greed or anything like that. But we have come to understand that in order to have a greater impact on this world that we live in, we've got to live in abundance. Mm-hmm. Because yes, you still have to take care of yourself in your household, but it's not enough to just be able to take care of yourself in your household. You have to be able to look out for others. Mm-hmm. The Bible talks about the children of God looking out for the strangers, the widows, and the orphans, right? How can you do that if the only thing that you are concerned about is how can you make it to the next day? We need to get you beyond that mindset. And trust me, it is a mindset. Yeah. How do I know it's a mindset? Because it's not everyone's situation, right? You can have two people who work for the same company and both have totally different life, right? Because it's mindset. It's all about your mindset. So I need for everyone who's tuning in, who's connected to the abundant way, to understand one of the things that we're changing in 2026 is the mindset. It's a mindset. Yeah. God doesn't want you to just live in survival mode. Yeah. That is not his intent. That was never his intent. Right? We serve a God. How does the Bible say it? We serve a God who owns the cattle of 1,000 hills. Even Jesus himself said, in my Father's house, there are many mansions. If it were not so, I wouldn't even told you. Right? So if you serve a God who owns the cattle of 1,000 hills, who in his house there are many mansions, who the Bible says the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof, who in the very beginning he said, be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth. If that's the kind of God that we serve, do you not understand it is counterintuitive to be living in survival mode if you are a child of God? Because what kind of God would allow his child to live in poverty while he lives in prosperity? Yeah. You've got to line yourself up with the mind of Christ, the mind of God. His mind is not on poverty, but it is helping those who are. And you can only help those who are if you have a mind of abundance. Yeah. Now, abundance does not mean that you have $1 million in your pocket at all times. But abundance is also a mindset, which means that even if you don't have a dime in your pocket, your mindset says, I can still help. I can still contribute. I can still move forward. I can still pursue. I can still prosper. I can still grow. I can still multiply. I can go on and on and on. What the word that you hear me saying is I can. The poverty mindset or the survival mindset, how can I? And the abundance mindset says I can. Bottom line, change your mind in 2026. Stop saying how can I or I cannot and say I can.
Yep. Because it says abundance starts in the mind before it shows up in your life.
Oh my goodness.
So if you don't think it
Mm-hmm.
and believe it,
Mm-hmm.
it's not gonna happen.
Right.
It's not gonna show up.
Right.
That's why you always got to be careful what you put out into the atmosphere, what you speak.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because if you always speaking negative, if you always speaking, this won't happen, this not gonna happen, I'm not gonna have this not gonna happen, I can't do this, I can't do that. Guess what?
Right.
That's what you're gonna live.
That's what's in your mind.
That's what's in your mind. Yep.
Right.
And like you said, and even in John 10:10, God, it says, I came that they may have life.
Come on with it.
And have it more abundant.
You got me shaking my head. Right.
What's the purpose?
That's one of our foundational scriptures for the abundant way.
Yeah.
I came that they may have life and have it more abundantly.
Mm-hmm.
Stop listening to people who speak words of poverty.
Survival.
Yeah. Survival and poverty. Even, and I'm gonna go as far as say this, even in some of our churches and some of our preachers and religious teachers who talk against prosperity.
Mm.
You know, if their heart is in the right place, I kind of understand what they're talking about in the sense that they're really trying to say greed, but that's not what they're saying. They're saying prosperity, which is not the same thing as greed. Greed is actually one of the 7 deadly sins. Yeah. And that is something that we should stay away from. But prosperity and greed doesn't have anything to do with the other. One doesn't have anything to do with the other, right? Covetousness, that is a Bible word, a biblical word. It simply means wanting what other people have, right? You see somebody with a nice car, and you want their car or a car similar to theirs, right? Wanting someone else's wife or wanting someone else's husband. You're coveting what someone else has, right? And you see how this plays out on social media every single day. People have committed suicide because they see what other people have and they feel less than because they don't have those same things, and they tend to, you know, some people have hurt themselves, gone into depression, committed suicide because they want what someone else has. That's not prosperity, right? Prosperity means that you're living in abundance, right? Prosperity says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. It doesn't have anything to do with how much money I have in my pocket. I can get things done because of my relationship with God. That's prosperity. Prosperity says, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for God is with me. Prosperity says, surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. Huh? That's prosperity. Prosperity says, my cup runneth over. Doesn't say anything about what's in my pocket. My cup runs over. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I don't carry cash. So you couldn't measure my prosperity by a dime in my pocket because you will never find one. Right? So now you have to figure out, how do we measure his prosperity? If you're looking in my pockets, you probably can't. You probably can't measure prosperity. You can't measure my prosperity by my pocket. Right? And if you can't measure it by my pocket, then you can't measure it by my bank account. Because the mindset is still the same. It doesn't matter what's there. What matters is what's here. Ooh, am I teaching?
You are teaching. Yeah.
We going somewhere. We're changing seasons. That's all we're saying. We're going into a new season. So we got to get rid of the old thought pattern. We got to leave that in 2025 because there's no room for it in 2026, right? So we got to get in line. We got to line. We have to get our habits in line. We have to get our decisions in line. And we've got to get our discipline in line.
Yep.
Right? And when we talk about getting all those things in line, as we said earlier, it's going to take more than prayer. It starts with prayer, but it doesn't end with prayer, right? It's going to take a little more than faith. Faith is a very big and important part of it, but it takes a little more than prayer and faith. It's going to take some work from you.
Yeah, responsibility.
Yeah, and this is the thing that most church folk don't want to hear, that part.
No.
They want to name it and claim it, spin around 3 times, run around the room, fall out on the floor, and forget to do the work. All those things are fine and good. Worship, celebrate, being expressive in your relationship with God. But at the end of the day, even the Bible said 6 days did he work. My goodness. If there's 7 days in the week and 6 of those days God worked, then what's wrong with you?
Action. You gotta do something.
Yeah.
And this new season, like you said, it's new habits, new decisions, new discipline, new. It's a clean slate.
Yeah.
You can't roll in with the same stuff.
I see a few people online.
Yeah.
Hey, Mahogany.
Hey, Mahogany.
I see you. What that say? Praying to win the lottery, but never playing the lottery. My niece, boy, she be coming up with some good ones. That's
exactly what really faith is. Because again, we said before, faith without works is dead.
Faith without works.
So if you've got faith, a lot of us have faith, right? But, and I think you said this already, faith can keep you stuck in prayer mode instead of progress mode. Right? You can't make progress standing still.
And in fact, I think it was James who said, you say, show me, I can't think of how it went. Somebody was talking about, they was having a discourse about faith. Well, at the end of the thing, he said, show me golly, help me out, Mahogany. Robin, help me out. I want to say it was James, and it was a statement something like, I'm paraphrasing now because I don't have the exact scripture, but he said something like, show me your works and I'll show you faith. It's something like that. I'm gonna have, if we don't get it today, I'll get it to you next week. But the bottom line, the whole thing, study mathematical algebra. I'm not sure what that means. That must be to her lottery comment.
Oh my God.
Right. And I digress. Basically, what that means is, for those of us who say we have faith but never do anything, he's saying, show me your works and I'll show you faith. In other words, your actions speak louder than your words. you're talking about faith, but you're not doing anything. When I see you actually making moves and taking steps towards the thing that you're believing in, that is evidence of your faith. Your action is evidence of your faith. When you start moving towards things that you cannot see, faith. Now faith is the evidence
of things hoped for.
No, it's the faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Watch this. When you start moving towards the thing that you can't see right now, that is evidence of your faith. Does that make sense? When you start actually taking steps and making moves, whether it's picking up the phone and calling somebody, whether it's writing the business plan, whether it's saving your money towards the thing that you're hoping for, watch this. Those things, those actions are evidence of your faith. Faith is the substance of the thing that you're hoping for. Watch this. But action is the evidence of the thing you can't even see yet.
Yeah.
And these two right now still talking about that lottery.
They still on the lottery train. Let them stay on the lottery train.
We gotta look it up.
We gotta keep going.
There's a lot of faith in there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of faith in there. But I want to see you play that Powerball.
We're not telling nobody to play the lottery. So,
but if you do, we are a 501c3 nonprofit. You can get a tax deduction.
Yeah.
Okay. I hope y'all got that. It took me a minute. Oh, maybe that was James chapter 2, verse 17. Faith by itself, if it does not have works, is dead. That's faith without works is dead.
It's somewhere in there.
Yeah, it's in that same scripture.
Yeah.
And if y'all find it, it's in James chapter 2. And basically, he's saying what I just said. You know, your actions, when a person starts moving towards a thing, not only that other people can't see, because trust me, when you're believing for something, everybody won't be able to see your dream, right? And so you have to learn how to steer clear of dream killers, because not everyone can see your dream. So you may start moving towards something that other people in your life can't see, right? But here's where faith really comes into play. When you start moving towards something you can't even see, that's real faith. You know, you have the substance is there. You have that hope. You have that belief. You have your faith and your trust in God, and you've gone into prayer. You've spoken these things out into the atmosphere, into existence. Other people can't see it, but here you go. Even when you can't see it, when you still start moving. All right.
Yep.
All right. God provides the vision, but we must execute the assignment, is the bottom line.
That's it. God
provides the vision.
Yeah.
Right? But you got to execute the assignment. All right. All right. Listen, I'm almost ready. I'm almost ready to go. Here's what we're going to do. Walking forward into 2026, we are going to walk with purpose and not fear. All right. Some people are fearful by nature. I mean, the slightest thing that is out of the norm, they fear it. They get nervous. They get discontented. Oh my goodness, they start itching and scratching, right? This is where I think this is where prayer does come into play, because hopefully prayer can calm those nerves, because at the end of the day, we still have to move forward, right? Fear has the power to play on your mind, right? Yep. It's not that the thing that you are concerned or that you're fearing is not a valid concern. We're not saying that at all, right? But you should never let fear stop you. Just let it be a warning or an indicator that you need to pay attention, right? But if you're moving and walking forward on purpose, with purpose, you know that you have a destination. You know that you have an assignment to accomplish. You cannot let your fear stop you. Yep. If anything, only let it redirect you, right? Use it as a tool, right? Not as a stumbling block. Yep. Yep. Robin said, does this require... Why is my mouse not working? Oh. Robin said, does this require a reset? Go a little deeper, Robin. Well, reset on what? What's this? Does what require a reset? I know there's a delay, so I'm going to keep talking. But Robin, I need a little more context. All right. So we're walking forward with purpose. We're not walking forward with fear. Fear has the potential to paralyze. It has the potential to stop you in your tracks. And in 2026, we can't afford to stop. This reminds me of the movie Harriet Tubman. Do you not know that the slaves who were running for their freedom were running with fear? That doesn't mean stop. There were some who allowed their fear to keep them on the plantation. While there were others who, while they did have fear, they used it to be cautious, to be careful, to keep, but they kept moving, right? If you have time, go back and watch that movie again. What did they call that movie? The Black Moses, or was it his Harriet Tubman?
Well, it's two versions, and I think the latest version was Harriet, but the one you talking about, I think it was the same one.
Harriet?
Yeah, Harriet. That was the latest one.
Mental reset in order to walk with purpose, to overcome the grips of fear. You know what? From time to time, you will need a reset. You will need a mental reset. I think we did that at least once this year. Yeah. Right? Had to reset. Yeah. Yeah. Reset, 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 reset. That's a good word right there. Yeah. Because as we are pursuing our purpose, there's going to be times where you get tired. Oh yeah. You get mentally tired. You get drained. You get stressed out. You get weary. But we're still on a journey. We still have that purpose. Yeah. Right? Yeah. And sometimes you're going to have to stop and reset. You're going to have to revive. That's why churches have revivals. Yeah. 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 Reset. Absolutely, Robin. Yeah. You go, from time to time. And here's the thing, that time is going to be different for everybody. Right. It's not going to be the same time, same month, none of that. So it's when, and your body will tell you. Your physical body will tell you, your spiritual body will tell you, your mental body, all of that. The trigger. It's going to trigger something when you're like, wait a minute. But it doesn't mean you stop. Right. And sometimes that reset really just means you got to get your bearings. You got to get your bearings. This movie, I'm going to have to go back and watch the movie now. Harriet. I remember scenes in that movie, she had this prophetic anointing where she would just go into like a trance and she'd be knocked out. Mm-hmm. She'd just go out. And during that period, she's having visions, mm-hmm. right? And it kind of reminds me of what we're talking about, resetting, right? Because they could be on a trail. They think they're going in the right direction. That's the way they went the last time, but something stopped her. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden she had to reset and say, God said, go to the left. Mm-hmm. Well, we always went this way. God said, go to the left. Yeah. There's going to be times in your life on this journey in 2026, mm-hmm. you're going to be going straight and God going to stop you in your tracks and say, go to the left. Mm-hmm. Stop right here. Go to the right. Stop. Reset. Start again. Mm-hmm. You've got to be in tune. Yep. When you're walking with purpose, you have to be in tune with the voice of God. Yep.
You got to trust.
You got to trust Him. Mm-hmm. Yep. Because we don't know. Nope. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. She trusted those visions completely and credited them with knowing when not to travel, avoiding slave catchers, choosing safer routes on the Underground Railroad. Absolutely. And guess what? That's how your journey will be as you're walking in your purpose. Mm-hmm. And watch this. Don't fear it, lean into it. Just like we talked about at the beginning of the broadcast, on the roller coaster. Yep, it can be a fearful experience, but you can turn that fear into excitement if you lean into it. Mm-hmm. Right? In other words, trust God enough to enjoy the journey, no matter what it may bring. Mm-hmm. Understand that every experience is a learning experience. Mm-hmm. It's a life lesson that you carry on not only for yourself, but for the people who are traveling behind you. Mm-hmm. There are other people who want to be free. And watch this. The path that you tread may be the only path that they can walk towards their freedom. And if you get so scared that you stop, how many other lives will be lost because you didn't move forward? Mm-hmm. My. Mm-hmm. Stepping into a new season means trusting God, even when the path is not clear.
Yeah. Just like you trust your GPS.
Just like you trust your GPS. Oh my goodness.
You turn the GPS on to go somewhere you've never been. Mm-hmm. And you trust that the GPS is going to get you from point A to point B. Mm-hmm. You've never gone this route. You don't know anything about it, mm-hmm. but you follow. Mm-hmm. You listen, mm-hmm. and you follow. Mm-hmm. 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 And sometimes you go the wrong way. It reroutes you and gets you back on track. Mm-hmm.
I used to tell the GPS I knew a better way.
Yeah. And guess what?
And I got stuck. Mm-hmm. Stuck in traffic, stuck mm-hmm. on a detour. Mm-hmm. And I stopped doing that. Because now I realize they've got that thing programmed to see traffic mm-hmm. patterns, traffic speeds, yep. construction, accidents, everything that we can't see when we leave the house. Mm-hmm. And that is indicative of our relationship with God. Before we even leave the house, He knows where the pitfalls are. Yeah. Right? He knows where the potholes are. Right? And we think we know the way. Mm-hmm. He's saying there's a way that seems right mm-hmm. to man, but the end thereof is death, destruction. All you got to do is pay attention and trust God's GPS.
Mm-hmm. Well, God is the GPS.
He is the GPS.
So you just trust him.
Yeah. Trust him. No matter what.
You already know where you're trying to go.
Yeah, yeah. But such and such went this way.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah.
I told you to go this way.
Yep. All right.
And even if it's the long route, such and such went this way and they got there in 20 minutes. You tell me to go this way, it's going to take me an hour.
Yeah.
But you don't know what's over here.
Yeah, that's yeah. So trust him. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are headed. I mean, we today we're just talking about changing seasons. We're in that season changing mode right now. This is where we are. December 16th. We're halfway through the end of the last month of 2025. And we're talking about changing seasons, right? For the Abundant Way Ministries, we are changing from preparation to execution, right? And those of you who are traveling with us, welcome aboard.
Yeah.
Get ready because it's going to be an exciting ride.
Yeah.
Yep. Turn that fear into adrenaline and lean into it. We're going to have fun.
Change the mindset.
Change your mindset.
Change that survival mindset. I love this closing thought. It says, you didn't come this far to survive. You came this far to step into significance. Ooh. What? I can be, what?
Yeah.
You see me? What?
Right.
Yes.
Robin said.
Here, baby. Yeah.
Yeah. Robin, see this mother and daughter tag teaming right here. Robin said, "I feel that change. I feel that change of season." And then Mahogany said, "All aboard." And you know what? We can't even end this session better than that.
Nope.
I feel that we're changing seasons. All aboard. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank y'all for joining us. We'll be back next week, probably briefly, but we look forward to. Are we going to be back next week? That is.
We could, yeah. Well, it's not Christmas.
It's not
yeah,
Christmas
we'll be
Eve.
on.
We'll be on.
It'll be brief.
Yep. If somebody jumps on, try to get this out of the way.
Okay.
If somebody jumps on, all well and good. And
I don't know where your mouse is.
I don't know where my mouth is. Until we meet again.
Oh. Okay.
Until we meet again. See, we're dealing with some technical challenges right now.
Yeah.
Until we meet again, we love y'all and good night. Night.